I had a great time at Balticon last weekend, and my favorite panel was Tales from the Slush Pile, which I was happy to see did not devolve into just making fun of manuscripts that came in on the slush pile, because as someone who was once reading 800 manuscripts a month, that is much too easy. So the panel ended up being sharing stories of cover letters, and I spoke of the person who threatened to blow up the science fiction age offices and make holes bigger than Carlos the Jackal, and letters received from people doing life in prison, and all sorts of things like that. But the letter that I shared with the audience I'd like to share with you today represents the only response to rejection that I considered worthy. And I'm going to read it to you rather than just scan it and put it online, because I think the punctuation is an important part of this letter. And I will now read it to you as I read it to the audience over the weekend at Balticon. And it is as follows. I received it 10 years ago, by the way, when I was still editing Science Fiction Age, or actually 20 years ago. What am I saying? January 1995. And it goes as follows. Dear, Mr. Edelman, Scott, semicolon, I, am, writing you, this letter, period, concerning, my son John, which he wrote a short story, and submitted, to you, semicolon, for payment and evaluation, of course, period, quotation mark. But, in return you have turned his, story down, for some, reason, maybe it don't give you, the satisfaction, new paragraph. But, as a mother, it hurt me, to see, and read your letter of rejection, right at this moment, he is, in the military school, basic, training, period, quotation mark. And when he wrote, and asking me, concerning the result, period, of his story, period, quotation mark, I couldn't possibly tell him, the rejection, letter from you, period. It would hurt his feeling, and I couldn't do that, period, to any of my son and daughter, semicolon. New paragraph. Tell, me, Mr. Edelman, question mark, what kind of story are you, looking, question mark? Scandal, question mark? Like the dirty politician, question mark? And a bunch of dirty people who don't, hesitate, to use the other people for their own greed? Tell me, question mark. Because I, am, just about got enough with those bastard, a bunch of, dirty user, semicolon. They don't have any mercy to use anybody, for their own, satisfaction, and they make me sick of my stomach, I swear to God, semicolon, new paragraph. Anyway, tell me, question mark, what kind of story, question mark, you are looking, question mark, and I will, write it, for you, and put my son's name in it, so he can get the credits, O, K, new paragraph. He, is my son, and he is, my firstborn son, or shall we say, he is my first son I give a birth all right, question mark. I have so many children, I have 3 daughters and 3 sons, semicolon, new paragraph. And, it hurts me, to see the rejection, letter after they worked so hard, for it, period. I do anything for my family, so tell me, question mark, what kind of story, question mark, are you looking, question mark? I will be glad to write it for you, for my son, semicolon, thank you, semicolon, signed, Johnny's mom. And I can only add to that, unless you can write something as entertaining as this, or your mother can write something as entertaining as this, you should never attempt to argue an editor out of a rejection. And that is the only reason I share with you today, to imbue that lesson within you. Thank you.